In a galaxy not too far from ours, the planets weren't just floating rocks, they were homes to ancient civilizations. Bumi, known to us as Earth, was ruled by the agile, creative Stickman warriors. Meanwhile, the red dust of Mars hid a race of disciplined, fierce Martian stickmen, trained in gravity-defying combat. For centuries, these two worlds remained silent neighbors, until something changed. Deep within the galactic core, a new energy source was discovered: celestium, a powerful crystal capable of fueling entire planets for millennia. Both Earth and Mars caught wind of it, but there was one problem: only enough for one planet. To avoid war, the Galactic Council proposed something better: a battle. Not just any battle, but the interplanetary tournament of strength, skill, and survival. The arena, a massive floating island built between Earth and Mars, orbiting in silence. It's named the Celestial Ring, a neutral zone, packed with traps, obstacles, and unpredictable terrain. The prize? Unlimited access to Celestium. The catch? Only one team survives. Each planet sent 5 champions hand-picked, battle-scarred, and ridiculously overpowered. From Bumi came Zane, the electric flash; Rika, the wind dancer; Bolt, the iron brawler; Nova, the mind manipulator; and last but not least Echo, the strategist. Each of them trained not in labs, but in volcanoes, hurricanes, and urban chaos. Humans may have Wi-Fi, but these stickmen had grit. Mars? Oh, they didn't come to play. Their squad was led by Crag, a beast of muscle and fire. Alongside him, there was Vora the Shadow Assassin, Skarn the Tech Sorcerer, Bliss the Frost Monk, and their most feared Nyx, the Silent Executioner. While Earth trained in chaos, Mars trained in vacuum under pressure no human body could survive. As the countdown began, both teams stood face to face on opposite ends of the arena. Silence. Then, the signal dropped. Chaos erupted. Zane zipped forward, lightning dancing from his limbs. But Bliss met him mid-air, freezing the ground beneath. Rika launched upward with a cyclone kick, but Skarn already laid a trap, reversing gravity mid-air. Between punches, kicks, and explosions, there was science happening beneath the surface. Earth's gravity kept its warriors grounded and flexible, but Mars, with its lower gravity, gave the Martians an aerial advantage. Their leaps were higher, their speed in the air, insane. But Earth had something else: unpredictability. Echo, watching from a distance, noticed the Martians' patterns. They're precise. Too precise, he rerouted the team, shifting from direct combat to psychological warfare. Suddenly, Earth's fighters began vanishing mid-fight, luring Martians into ambushes, one by one. It wasn't about power now, it was chess with fists. Meanwhile, deep in the arena's core, Celestium energy pulled stronger. Its radiation began affecting the fighters. Zane's electricity surged uncontrolled. Crag's strength doubled. The battlefield was mutating. A storm of energy wrapped the sky. The celestial ring was beginning to collapse, and neither team knew it. Back on Earth, satellites showed the battle in real time. Humans cheered for their champions. On Mars, silent elders watched with folded arms. This wasn't just a fight, it was identity, legacy. A planet's pride was on the line, broadcast across the stars like a cosmic pay-per-view. Bolt slammed into Crag with a seismic punch, both sent flying into a crater. Nova used her telekinetic mind twist to bend Vora's perception of reality, turning the battlefield into illusions. Vora sliced at shadows, growing frustrated. The balance was tipping, but tipping where? Then came the twist. Nyx, the silent one, hadn't fought at all. She was a ghost on the field observing, calculating. And when both teams were down to 2 fighters each, she struck. One slice, one leap, one vanish. Echo barely dodged. Rika wasn't so lucky. With 2 Earth Stickmen remaining and only Nyx and Crag from Mars, it looked like Mars had the upper hand. But Echo had a final card. Activating his suit's Earth core, he tapped into the planet's electromagnetic pulse, sending a shockwave that stunned even Nyx. Zane, still pulsing with unstable lightning, became the perfect wild card. Zane and Crag clashed like titans. Sparks met flame. One punch cracked the arena floor. The next one shattered the sky dome. As the Celestium core cracked, the island began to descend toward the sun. There were minutes left. This was no longer about winning. It was about escaping alive. Echo signaled the retreat, but Crag didn't budge. Victory or extinction? He roared. Zane nodded. Then let's go out with style. They launched one final attack, a fusion of lightning and magma, that tore the arena in half. Celestium erupted, a galactic shockwave rippled across nearby planets. Silence. Then a light. Zane emerged, barely breathing, carrying Echo. Mars team, gone, evacuated by Nyx last second. The tournament was over. The Celestium destroyed. There would be no winner, but there was respect. Across both planets, the war had ended, not with one standing but with both surviving. Back on Earth, the Stickman heroes were hailed as legends, not because they won, but because they chose survival over pride. They reminded both planets that maybe, just maybe, energy can be shared. That unity might be more powerful than domination. Meanwhile on Mars, Crag sat in a healing pod, smiling. Next time, he growled. Nyx nodded. Next time. Behind them, Martian scientists already began studying the energy left behind from the explosion. Because war may have paused, but curiosity, that never sleeps. In the end, the galaxy remained safe for now, but whispers of a new tournament echoed in distant stars. Venus was watching, Jupiter was preparing, and Saturn, well, Saturn had its own secrets. The battle of the planets had only just begun.